Welcome back, everyone. This is Nate from Nate's Here and There, coming to you from near or far. Today, we're out here at Turkey Creek Cemetery here in Bishopville, South Carolina. We're going to walk in, see what kind of graves we can find, older graves. So grab a chair and stay the Lord's may. Sit back and enjoy. First one I come up to is Daniel P. Craven, April the 9th, 1983 to May the 23rd, 2007. He was young. Here's Thomas G. Craven, April 29th, 1961 to January the 9th, 1985. Here's Amy McLennan Sailors, October the 8th, 1958 to October the 12th, 2013. Here is Charles Leroy Davis, March the 13th, 1937 to May the 31st, 2023. And Linda McKinnon Davis, September 28, 1940 to October the 3rd, 2020. And they were married on August the 2nd, 1959. Here's Robert H. McKinnon Jr., October the 5th, 1944 to July the 22nd, 2006. And Miss Judy M. hasn't passed away yet. And here's Mrs. McCoy, the wife of J.W.E. McCoy, January 12, 1923 to September 23rd, 1892. Or 1823, I'm sorry, till 1892. That's the oldest one so far. Whoa. Here's Dewey Neil Boykin, April 27th, 1954 to September 5th, 2021. Here's Dr. Hebron D. Kelly, June 10th, 1872 to February the 9th, February of 1909. Here's Lavina F. Kelly. This is the wife of Dr. H.D. Kelly. This is his wife. Born on June 4th, 1875, November the 15th, 1905. Here's R. Howard McKinnon, September 24th, 1909 to September 24th, 1982. Died on his birthday. Annie L.D. McKinnon, December 30th, 1919 to May the 8th, 2013. Here's Josephine Kelly Moore, July 26, 1905 to February the 1st, 1987. This is Edward Ray Moore, June 8, 1902 to April 26, 1977. This is Joe Edward Moore Jr., September 21st, 1955 to February the 1st, 2020. Here is Neil Kershaw McKinnon, September 19th, 1911 to April 26, 1982. Ethel Lorraine, January the 28th, 1921 to May the 15th, 1978. Here's Barbara Ann Lemon McKinnon, February 21st, 1933 to May the 17th, 2015. And this is Neil Kershaw McKinnon, March the 13th, 1877 to November the 24th, 1920. And his wife, Amanda King McKinnon, August 5th, 1978 to June the 13th, 1971. This is Edgar C. Kelly, 1854 to 1931. That's all it has. And Maddie K. Kelly, February 25th, 1871 to December 28th, 1945. Here's White Parrot Kelly, July 17, 1878 to December 12, 1942. Minnie Rollins Kelly, June 30th, 1881 to December 23rd, 1961. Here's Boyd Frank Craven, April 25th, 1892 to February 16th, 1971. Allie Kelly Craven, April the 6th, 1903 to June the 7th, 1963. Here's Paul Joseph Kosaki Craven, September 16th, 1969 to May the 30th, 1981. Here's Wanda Truesdale Craven, November 12th, 1926 to April 26th, 1922. Here's Roger A. Newsom, November the 3rd, 1906 to June the 29th, 1989. Here's Lulabelle Newsom, July the 1st, 1907 to August the 6th, 1998. Tulip. Or two-pie. Here is Jerry Kelly Hayes, November 24th, 1929 to September 15th, 1999. Lacey Lucen Hayes Jr., October the 7th, 1925 to June the 15th, 2014. And they were married on April the 11th, 1947. Here's Charles Kelly, April the 14th, 1906 to February the 15th, 1968. Thelma S. Kelly, August 23rd, 1903 to July 19th, 1994. And they were married on February the 14th, 1925. Richard Brooks Dees, June the 27th, 1948 to July the 10th, 1999. Here's William Fay Wilson, May the 1st, 1938 to February 28, 2002. And Dorothy Kelly Wilson hasn't passed away yet. Here is Vernon McCamey, May the 26th, 1998 to September 22nd, 1987. And Betty Kelly McCamey, July 15th, 1912 to August 19th, 2002. They don't say when he was married. Here's Charles Everett Kelly, the son of Joseph Palmer and Leila Kelly, February the 3rd, 1915 to July the 4th, 1979. Here's Joseph Palmer Kelly, April the 14th, 1884 to April the 16th, 1960. Leila Rollins Kelly, July the 21st, 1895 to March the 26th, 1976. Here's Douglas Rogers Molt, September 30th, 1936 to November 29th, 2016. And Dana Lou Howell Molt, November 15th, 1939 to June 25th, 2012. Here's Robert Clifton Howe, March the 3rd, 1903 to November 15th, 1968. Willie K. Clyburn Howe. October 26, 1909 to February 17, 1990. And I think that's going to do it for this one. We're walking around the Turkey Creek Cemetery here in Bishopville, South Carolina. Found a lot of older graves. But share these videos with your friends and your family. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit your bell to notify you when I upload videos just like this one. Like, share, and comment on the videos. With all that said, be safe, God bless, and we'll catch you on the next one. And remember to let go and let God. Bye now.